Let's get brutally honest for a second, gentlemen. If you're waiting for a woman to announce I'm wildly attracted to you, take me now, you'll be waiting longer than a dial-up modem, and in this fast-paced world where opportunities are fleeting and signals are easily missed, that kind of passivity is a one-way ticket to being overlooked or worse, friend-zoned. Real desire hides in plain sight, tucked inside questions that sound harmless, until you realize they're heat-seeking missiles aim straight at the bedroom. And if you're not tuned into these subtle cues, you're not just missing flirtation, you're missing green lights that could lead to real chemistry. Miss one and the night ends with a polite nod, a quick hug, and a promise to catch up soon that never materializes. Catch it. And you're 2 steps from clothes on the floor and a memory neither of you forgets. Today, we're counting down 7 stinky questions women only ask when they're already imagining how you look under those jeans, and make no mistake. These aren't just casual questions. They're often subconscious tests, little invitations to show her you're the man who gets it without her having to spell it out. Pay close attention because question number 2 is so subtle even seasoned players stumble over it, and one misstep there could mean derailing a night that was on track to turn electric. 7. What's the most exciting thing you've done lately? This isn't polite small talk, buddy. This is an emotional temperature check. She's checking your adventure meter, seeing if you're the kind of guy who can give her a dopamine hit. You know that same brain chemical you both feel when things heat up in the bedroom? It's her way of measuring your energy, your boldness, your willingness to break the routine and bring life into the moment. So share something short, punchy, and a bit thrilling. Something that paints you as someone who says yes to life, not someone who plays it. Safe finish by saying, "But I'm still looking for my next big thrill," and say it while locking eyes briefly. Now you've subtly hinted you're open to adventures and you're looking directly at her, placing her in the center of that next thrill. Watch her closely. If she smiles or leans in, she just might be mentally volunteering for the ride. And that ride starts sooner than you think, because now her curiosity is piqued, and she wants to know if you see her as part of that next wild chapter. It's important to realize that women use these questions not just as casual conversation, but as emotional probes to feel your vibe and willingness to step outside comfort zones. Adventure and excitement are powerful aphrodisiacs, and showing you embody them positions you as the kind of man who makes life electric. 6. So what do you find attractive in a woman? She isn't fishing for compliments. She's gathering intelligence. This is a recon mission for her to understand what lights your fire, and if she matches the mold, your move here is crucial. Mention something intriguing but not superficial. Confidence and a killer sense of humor works wonders. Mention that spark in the eyes when someone really listens, or that glow that comes from someone who's passionate about life. Avoid going too physical too fast. That's amateur hour and turns genuine connection into a transaction. Then flip it back casually. What about you? What's irresistible to you? When she answers, she'll naturally highlight traits she possesses or values. It's her way of both showing off and seeing if the chemistry is real. Pay close attention. She's handing you the cheat sheet to seduction. And if she adjusts her hair or posture afterward, she's picturing herself as your ideal woman, crafting the image you just described and seeing how well she fits it, which means she's invested and signaling you to take the next step with confidence, not hesitation. This question is a psychological litmus test. It reveals compatibility beyond looks or superficial traits. It's about values, energy, and emotional connection, so your answer should reflect depth and authenticity to build a magnetic pull that goes beyond mere attraction. 5. Would you say you're a physical person? Notice the gentle phrasing here. She's testing your comfort with physical closeness without sounding forward or making herself vulnerable. This is a high-stakes question wrapped in casual paper. Here's your moment. Smile, hold eye contact, and reply smoothly. With the right chemistry, absolutely. You've thrown the ball right back into her court. You're not overcommitting, but you're not shying away either. If she blushes or touches you, even lightly consider it a subtle invitation. Now you've both acknowledged the chemistry out loud, and you've got a clear green light for playful touch, a hand on her shoulder, or brushing your fingers against hers. This is how conversations escalate effortlessly. This is where flirtation turns into physical rapport and where emotional signals become tangible cues. And if you handle this transition with confidence and authenticity, the night shifts gears from friendly to electrifying. Understanding this question means you grasp the balance between respect and desire. You acknowledge boundaries while inviting closeness, which is a rare but powerful combo that creates comfort and anticipation. 4. Ever done anything naughty in public? Gentlemen, public adventures. Equal risk and risk equals arousal. It's biology 101. She's imagining scenarios that break the rules, that involve adrenaline, secrecy, and shared glances in unexpected places. She's not just asking for your past, she's hinting at possible futures. With you, don't overshare here. A quick fun story with a teasing grin is enough. Say something like a rooftop kiss in the rain or a daring dip in a hotel pool late at night. Then add, there's something unforgettable about bending the rules sometimes, isn't there? This simple line does two things. It shows you're playful and spontaneous, and it opens the door to fantasy. Now she sees you as someone who lives outside the lines, someone who excites her, someone who understands that attraction isn't just about what's said, but what's unsaid. Watch her eyes closely. If they widen even slightly, her imagination is already racing ahead of her words, and in that moment, you're not just a man, you're a storyline unfolding right in front of her. The ability to tease the mind this way builds irresistible tension and plants seeds for a connection that feels electric and unique. 3. Do you usually work out alone or with someone else? This seems innocent, right, wrong. She's quietly picturing physical closeness, endorphins, flowing sweaty clothes, post-workout showers, and all the physical intimacy that builds in such primal spaces. Answer playfully. Solo workouts for serious focus partners when I want some motivation. Then pause and lock eyes. Maybe we should test that sometime. You've planted the seed of future physical interaction casually and confidently. If she smiles, nods, or offers a witty comeback, congrats. You just scheduled a future scenario dripping with physical tension and natural intimacy. And now every time she thinks about working out, she'll picture you right beside her, sweaty, determined, and magnetic. That image becomes a slow burn fantasy that keeps you on her mind long after the conversation ends. This question combines the primal with the playful, giving you a chance to hint at physical chemistry while keeping things light and fun. 2. What's a big turnoff for you? This sounds negative, but it's really a clever way of talking about what turns you both on. It's reverse psychology in flirtation form. Keep your answer short, direct, but emotionally revealing. Say something like fake attitudes. Kill the vibe, but real, genuine enthusiasm drives me crazy. This reveals your values and creates a contrast between what repels you and what pulls you in. She'll mirror this by mentioning her own dislikes, subtly revealing what excites her. Because often what we reject says more about our desires than what we accept. Pay attention, she's practically handing you the keys to her desire when she later embodies exactly what you find attractive. It's not coincidence. It's her secret way of saying, I noticed and I'm interested. She's adjusting her tone, her posture, her words too. Match your attraction template, and if you're sharp enough to spot this, you've already won half the battle without saying a word. This is the kind of psychological game that separates casual dating from magnetic attraction, and mastering it puts you way ahead in the game. 1. Are you a fan of spontaneous trips? Travel talk is rarely just travel talk. It's code for adventure lowered. Inhibitions and romantic escapes. It represents freedom from responsibility and a shared bubble of intimacy. Far from judgment or routine, respond. Boldly, I live for last-minute getaways. Sometimes the best adventures happen when you ditch the plan and just go. Then lean in slightly. And smile, adding, if we had 48 hours, where would we go? This isn't a test of geography, it's a test of fantasy. If she suggests a place or laughs and demands your pick, she's mentally packing bags in something a bit more revealing than everyday wear. In her mind, you're already two strangers, chasing sunsets, sipping something strong, overlooking the ocean, and forgetting the world exists. That's not small talk. That's a slow, seductive dance wrapped in travel dreams. This question is an open invitation to step into a shared fantasy and connect on a level that's thrilling and deeply intimate. All right, my friend, those are your 7 innocent but deadly questions women ask when they secretly want more. Memorize them, stay Alert and don't just listen to her words. Feel her. Energy, watch her eyes, track her. Laughter and posture. The real answers always hide between the lines, and when you learn to decode the subtext, that's when your dating success doesn't just rise, it skyrockets. Now, what's the sneakiest question you've ever caught a woman asking? Drop it in the comments, share your best decoding moments hit, like if this opened your eyes, and subscribe for more straight shooting dating insights, because the game is subtle, but once you see it, you can't unsee it. And remember, this channel is Dark Facts 2.0, where we break down the subtle truths nobody else will tell you. So stick around for more eye-opening content that puts you ahead of the game.